very important month for Asian communities across Canada and the United States.
It is a time where Asian Canadians celebrate their history, culture, and their heritage.
It is also time to recognize the significant contributions that the Asian community has made to Canada's growth and prosperity. This month is also a reminder for all Canadians to come together to combat racism and discrimination in all its forms.
Asian Heritage Month has been celebrated in Canada since the 1990s.
In 2002, the federal government of Canada officially designated May as Asian Heritage Month.
Use a sample of the rich cultural arts that Londonderry students take part in.
Asia is the world's largest continent.
It encompasses over 48 countries and territories and represents a kaleidoscope of cultures and religions.
From Lebanon in the Middle East to India and Southern Asia,
from the Philippines and Southeast Asia,
all the way to China in the Far East.
Asia is a place of great diversity.
It has long been home to the majority of the human population and the earliest civilization on the planet.
According to census data, more than 6 million people reported having Asian heritage in Canada.
That represents over 17% of Canada's population.
The Asian community has been part of Canada's cultural mosaic since the late 1800s.
The first people of Asian ancestry to arrive in Canada were individuals from China.
They sought greater economic opportunities in British Columbia, initially working to build Canada's railroad system.
Today, the top 3 source countries of new immigrants to Canada include India, China, and the Philippines. These individuals now contribute to every aspect of life in Canada.
From the arts and sciences to sports, businesses, and government.
Asian history is part of Canadian history. Here's some clips that showcase a bit of that history.
We were born in Canada. We spoke English. On the streets, we weren't welcome. But on the field, we were the Asahi. Vancouver's champions. Everyone cheered for us. Our people had a voice. Then Canada declared war on Japan. They took us from our homes, called us enemies, forced us into camps. But we brought the game with us. Baseball helped get us through the internment.
The Vancouver Asahi were among the 22,000 Japanese Canadians interned during the Second World War. The team never played another game.
My mother said we had to leave home. The communists were going to take my father away. If my parents were afraid, they didn't show us. But we would never forget our escape from Vietnam. We were lost.
What was your job in Vietnam?
University professor.
We had no home.
Do you have any family in Canada?
No, sir.
Nobody wanted us.
Welcome to Canada.
Canada chose us.
Canadians opened their borders, their homes, and their hearts to more than 100,000 refugees fleeing persecution after the Vietnam War.
We were home.
My family on my mom's side has its origins in Cambodia, though my mom, being the youngest, was born in Vietnam after the whole family moved there. They eventually came to Canada in order to find a better job and a better life. They abandoned my grandfather's factory, which produced bicycle parts. Here, they bought an old tofu shop. The old owner had gone bankrupt. My family struggled for years, but didn't give up even when losing money. Now, after running the business for over 15 years, we are one of the most famous shops in Chinatown. This store is called Ying Fat, meaning that the Ying family will be rich. This story is an example of how Asians have contributed to the community.
What I am most proud about my Filipino culture is just how hospitable it is and how unique it is. Especially the food, the fiestas, and just the martial arts that is present in it. So I'm glad to be part of it.
Asian Heritage Month is similar to any other cultural month. This month we appreciate and respect Asian cultures. Some people misunderstand that Asia as just China, K-pop, or anime. And I feel bad for cultures a part of Asia not being recognized. There's a misconception of East Asia just being Asia itself. Nobody likes to be dumbed down to a stereotype. In COVID, Asian racism came to the forefront and showed, well, how uneducated people are about Asia. Asia is a vast land filled with many diverse communities and traditions.
Asian Heritage Month is important to me because it recognizes Asian culture. With me being Vietnamese and Chinese, Asian Heritage Month plays a role that recognizes the cultures that represents me. This month will also unite us all as one and come together to eliminate any underlying stigma that exists. I'm glad Asian Heritage Month is a thing.
We have never been a loud people. Our elders always taught us that actions speak louder than words, so we learned to keep our heads down, keep our grades up, keep our kin close, keep our mouths shut. I wonder, what it does to a people when they stay quiet for so long. Do they forget their voice? The sound of their stories, the resilience of language? When you are no longer in your motherland, does your mother tongue still sing of home? What work songs lifted our spirits as we built the railroad? What prayers did we whisper as they sent us to camps in the mountains to meditate on all the ways we don't belong to this country? So we stayed quiet. As they burned our Chinatowns down and spit on our grandmas at bus stops, we stayed quiet. As they laughed in our faces and told us to go back where we came from, but they've mistaken our silence for compliance. Looked on our meekness as weakness. See, we, and not the submissive stereotype that's been depicted on silence, on us, they've gotten it twisted. See, silence is golden, as are we. A gradient of yellow to brown, every Koreatown a little Saigon an act of defiance. Every hunchbacked elder a humble giant. Silence is grace in the triumph, is peace in the riot. Silence is bold, a force. It is the brewing calm before the coming storm, and now the sky is splitting open and the rage is pouring forth, so this is for every kid who has ever tried to pull their nose bridge to make it taller. Every time they mocked us because our eyes are smaller. This is for our elders, both alive and remembered, for their lessons, the tough and the tender. For our full names, past and present, may they be pronounced, may they be respected. Whip in the winter wind of prairie towns and northern hamlets, coast to coast on stolen land. We are here. We've been here. From takeout joints and internment camps to internships and graduation caps, we are strong. We have pride. We fight. We fall. We rise. And to the ones who say we don't belong, it's them who should open their eyes.
It's been a long year. A year of resistance, a year of resilience. Like a wave crashing against a seawall, we've come forward. We've pushed back again and again without end. Our Asian brothers and sisters fighting for where we are, fighting for where we come from.
Countless stories nationwide of Asians on the receiving end of verbal and physical assaults simply because of their ethnicity.
But just as we resist the harm inflicted upon us, we must cherish the joy that embraces us. Because we are more than our trauma. We are more than our pain, more than our grief. We are more than what's been done to us. It's been a long year. Long like 100 meters that end in gold.
What a breakout swim for the young Canadian.
Long like a dozen seasons to break the mold, to silence the doubters and take control.
He's having an historic season, obviously his best season ever.
Long like a 7-round march along that road, past 3 giants to heights untold.
I hope I can be as strong and as resilient as New York has been the past 20 years.
We're not just here to be trailblazers, change makers. We're not here just to be the first to come from the place our name's from. We're here to dominate. We're here to thrive. We're here for the chips, the wins, the banners, and the rings.
We over here celebrating? Oh, shoot, my mama got the trophy!
This isn't a story about plucky underdogs showing they can make it. This is a story about all-stars, about superstars, about our kings and queens and championship dreams. It's about Maggie and Mika, about Jason, Jordan, and Jalen, about Layla and Kayla, Chloe and Kyler. It's about Yuta, Dumba, Kadri, Suzuki. We've got names upon names, and we won't stop. Like that wave against that seawall, they keep coming forward again and again without end. Let's cherish our best. Let's celebrate success, because this joy ain't fleeting. This joy is a lush garden, growing taller, reaching higher, where gold medals fall like rose petals, where champions bloom like chrysanthemums, where our talent looms high as tall trees graze the sky. We must hold on to this feeling, this moment, not just for the ones whose names we know, but for all the names we don't, for all the seeds yet to grow. So this one's for the gold skin and black hair poking out of the white helmet. This one's for the kids rocking turbans on the turf, hijabs on the hard court. This one's for the next one. This one's for our momentum, because we won't stop. We'll come forward again and again without end.
This month, let us remember those who have paved the way for us.
Let us be proud of who we are and where we come from.
Let us celebrate our achievements.
Let's honor our traditions.
This month, let us recognize the diversity of Asian cultures.
Let us celebrate Asian history and culture every May.
This month, let's think about how we can give everyone the opportunity they deserve.
Let us not be silent about the issues that negatively affect our community.
Let us be united as one against discrimination.
This month, let us take a stance against racism and xenophobia.
Let us be reminded that our name is no barrier to our success.
Let us be us.
And let us not forget that our diversity has been and always will be a source of our strength.
Happy Asian Heritage Month, Londonderry!
Happy Asian Heritage Month.
This is my sport.
This is my sport. Happy Asian Heritage Month.
Happy Asian Heritage Month!
Happy Asian Heritage Month.
Happy Asian Heritage Month!
Happy Asian Heritage Month! Happy Asian Heritage Month.
Happy Asian Heritage Month. Happy Asian Heritage Month.
Happy Asian Heritage Month.
Happy Asian Heritage Month.
Happy Asian Heritage Month!
Happy Asian Heritage Month.
This month is a time to honor and celebrate our roots, and so I hope you all have a very happy Asian Heritage Month.
楽しいエイジア一村月望みます。
Maligayang buwan ng pamanan ng Asya.
亚洲文化月快乐. 행복한 아시아 유산달 바랍니다.
Suksan Wan Morodok Asia.
Happy Asian Heritage Month.
Happy Asian Heritage Month.
Happy Asian Heritage Month!
亚洲文化月快乐.
亚洲艺人节快乐 Happy Asian Heritage Month!
Happy Asian Heritage Month!
Happy Asian Heritage Month! Happy Asian Heritage Month!
Happy Asian Heritage Month.